Good afternoon, Friday, October 30th, and this is a recap of what went on in Biology A today. Today, we focused on what is occurring in the meadow in terms of the carbon pools. And so we took notes on how matter is moving, how matter is changing, and how energy is changing. Let me show you a picture of the notes. Feel free to stop and take a picture of the notes. These are the notes from fourth hour. These are the notes from third hour. Feel free to pause. And these are the notes from first hour. So depending on what hour you're in, feel free to examine the notes and so forth. Some are a little bit different than the others. Let's take a look at first hour's notes and just kind of get a rough idea of what's going on. So we have our different processes which are occurring. We have a key down here for the different processes that are occurring that allows matter to move from one pool to the next. As an example here, photosynthesis, which is one of the biggest, most important processes on our planet, allows inorganic carbon from the atmosphere to move into the producer and become organic. This change allows for light energy is then changed into chemical energy. This chemical energy is part of biosynthesis, which allows the plant to grow. Plants are capable of undergoing cellular respiration, we must keep that in mind, where they will release inorganic carbon back to the atmosphere from the molecules that they break down. As we can see here, every single organism is going to do cellular respiration, and they're either going to give off heat and motion energy in most of these cases. And all these organisms and all these pools, for the most part, except for the atmosphere, all contain chemical energy within them. So we have a pretty good idea of how energy is changing and how matter is changing and how matter is moving by looking at the carbon pools. We then address the question of how does this help us understand the shape of our biomass pyramid? And we agreed that, as you can see here, it's very difficult for carbon atoms to reach the carnivore stage, and it's very easy for carbon atoms to escape a lot of different ways, primarily through cellular respiration. So this was beneficial to our understanding of how carbon is moving. It can help explain the shape of the pyramid. We then took a quiz in our Google class, a brief short quiz on ecology, the Ecology 1 quiz, and then we submitted that by the end of the hour. After the Ecology 1 quiz, students were asked to work on the brown food chain, which includes a document and a video that discusses what's going on with organic matter that's being broken down and how it's part of our food chain. And if you wanted to, you could also correct your Metabolism 2 quiz that was returned today. And you simply have to do those corrections in the test corrections part. Make sure those are turned in by Monday, along with your questions on the brown food chain. If you have any questions or need anything, feel free to send an email or let me know if you have anything that you don't understand. Have a great weekend, happy Halloween, and go state.